Because Sigma empaths have made a place for themselves where they are free to be who they are able to think up questions or ideas that are beyond explanation for why things are the way they are. They are naturally curious, which makes them a fascinating person with a wealth of information to impart. Therefore, this is typical for them. These 10 startling facts are within the minds of Sigma empaths, yet most people are unaware that they think like this. 10. Even if the person did not speak out or reveal anything about what was happening, Sigma empaths consider why people struggle to achieve happiness. Sigma empaths are able to discern whether or not someone is truly pleased. Sigma empaths frequently observe that most people have difficulty experiencing true happiness and question why this is the case. It is unclear how these folks manage to bear their suffering for such periods of time without expressing their dissatisfaction. Because of this, Sigma empaths believe that individuals may find it difficult to be happy because they are not satisfied with their accomplishments and are not honest about how they are feeling. They feel sorry for these folks because they understand that if they don't take care of themselves, they won't be able to assist others in getting healthier and finding pleasure. 9. Without truly being dead, Sigma empaths consider why individuals are dead on the inside. As keen observers, Sigma empaths are able to identify even the minute nuances that the majority of people would overlook. They also see that the majority of the individuals they see in their daily lives are basically lifeless. Since Sigma empaths are able to sense energy, they are able to determine whether a person is truly excited yet still alive or whether they have already lost touch with who they are. The idea that those folks feel purposeless and dissatisfied makes this a terrible reality. Many individuals don't take this seriously since they don't care about others in need of assistance. As a result, Sigma empaths are compelled to assist others in discovering their purpose. Nevertheless, occasionally, those people turn down assistance because they are not yet ready to share themselves. 8. Sigma empaths consider the veracity of the idea that our lives are predetermined. Sigma empaths occasionally question whether it's true that our lives are predetermined. Despite their faith, they can't help but wonder why we worry about the future if it's already decided. They may have times when they doubt their religion, particularly if they are dealing with really difficult circumstances. That being said, this is expected as even Sigma empaths may become depleted. And as a result, they look for solutions to these kinds of queries because they want to know if the Almighty is telling the truth, or if it is only a statement meant to encourage people to keep going even when they are having a hard time getting by. This is undoubtedly an issue of faith, but remember that Sigma empaths are also human, and as such, they are capable of asking absurd questions that only the all-powerful can provide a solution to. Have you ever had similar questions? 7. Sigma empaths consider the veracity of hell and heaven. Another question that occasionally bothers Sigma empaths is if heaven and hell actually exist. They can't evaluate it logically since science is unable to explain it either, thus it won't make sense. However, there's a probability that those worlds exist if people attempt to evaluate it from a spiritual and emotional standpoint. And because these circumstances are in opposition to one another, this is where the conflict between reason and spirituality starts. Even if there are accounts from individuals who have seen hell, Sigma empaths find it difficult to accept the reality of those realms, particularly since they haven't personally experienced it. Have you ever questioned whether those realms exist as well? This only serves as evidence that there is still a great deal to learn, but these concepts are intriguing to consider. 6. Sigma empaths consider the possibility of visiting a parallel realm. There are now a lot of hypotheses that affirm the existence of a parallel universe. Suddenly, although others do not believe it, Sigma empaths start to question whether there is a chance to visit a parallel reality. They are extremely interested in the presence of the aforementioned more developed world because they want to know what sort of environment and how it feels to live there. Because they do not wish to become alienated from the existence of other living creatures in this world, they are fascinated about these topics. Sigma empaths also admit that there can be like-minded individuals with whom they might connect in another planet. These are also the things that constantly cross their minds, which may sound strange. Have you considered the possibility that there are parallel universes? 5. Sigma empaths consider the likelihood that strange dreams might come true. Science has previously provided an explanation for why we all dream. However, some who are Sigma empaths think that strange dreams might serve as warnings about potential future events. In addition, as most individuals prefer to attest that there are instances in which what happened to them in reality has previously occurred in their dreams, Sigma empaths ponder the likelihood of such strange dreams coming true. Regarding them, perhaps there is a possibility that dreams might come true. If the dream is a warning, then at least we could be prepared for the potential obstacle. Ever wonder, what if we all just wake up from the real reality one day? Crazy, you say. 4. Sigma empaths consider the possibility of reincarnation. Because reincarnation has not been scientifically confirmed, Sigma empaths are drawn to the concept. Some claim that since we only have one opportunity at life, reincarnation is highly unlikely. However, certain individuals in religious communities firmly believe in reincarnation. They question the legitimacy of this material since some individuals identify as historical figures. This is a particularly fascinating subject to research as it puts one's beliefs about reincarnation, life, and death to the test. If reincarnation is true, as Sigma empaths think, then we should live moral lives now in order to be reborn as better beings. 3. Sigma empaths consider the identity of the creator of the omnipotent. Who created the omnipotent, if the Almighty is the ultimate being who created all living things? The fact that Sigma empaths are delving into the core of their beliefs makes this an extremely difficult and ironic topic. They usually ask these types of questions because they just want to know how these kinds of problems will be approached more scientifically, not because they are doubting their faith. According to scripture, however, Sigma empaths are aware that the all-powerful is everlasting, and that he did not create anything. Rather, he just existing as it is. Regarding these, it's fascinating to see the many strategies employed when individuals express their opinions regarding these kinds of inquiries. 2. Sigma empaths imagine what the world would be like if all people were empaths. The thought, what if everyone had empathy like them, is one of their most persistent thoughts. There are individuals who are inherently more empathetic than others. A person's empathy can change based on a number of factors, including their immediate surroundings. It's true that everyone has empathy, but not everyone can make positive use of it, like forging close relationships with others. Because we can all relate to one another, Sigma empaths think that if everyone had empathy, the world may be a lovely place to live. Have you ever thought about what the world may look like if everyone was a Sigma empath? 1. Sigma empaths consider the reasons for most people's poor emotional regulation. The main issue that Sigma empaths struggle with is understanding why most people are unable to manage their emotions well, even if we are endowed with the heart and brains to comprehend our feelings. Sigma empaths are curious about how others think and how they produce emotional reactions in others. They challenge others' emotional intelligence, not to minimize those individuals, but rather to learn more about how empathy functions for various personality types. Yes, they like deciphering the thoughts of others and developing their particular skills so they can approach them appropriately. A Sigma empath appreciates this since it allows them to let their minds get more acute over time, even if many people are unaware that these strange things are on their minds. They contend that expanding your mind's perspective on life may be achieved by allowing it to consider intriguing yet challenging subjects. And these things demonstrate that the intellect of a Sigma empath can overcome the most difficult obstacles in life. What do you think about the peculiarities of Sigma empaths now?